When you're searching them out, next point is find ways to differentiate yourself. This is less important than you think, but it needs to be stated somewhere in your message, your delivery. What are your incentives? What's the quality of life in the UP? What can they expect moving a business into Ontonagon County? Talk about your natural resources. Anything positive that may differentiate you from anybody else that's also trying to get a company to move to their area. And nothing's off limits. Be creative there. It can be anything. Anything that's a positive needs to be clearly stated and grab someone's attention when they first start reading that. And my last point is location does matter. So the closer the company or the city is to Ontonagon, the more time you should spend mining that opportunity. By the time you get to Minneapolis, Detroit, you should start kind of backing off. There's a chance somebody from Atlanta will want to move to Ontonagon County, but not a real high chance. Much better that it's going to be someone out of Manitowoc, Wisconsin, or Duluth than it is, when you get farther out in a radius from Ontonagon. If you did all those things and you were a little closer to Minneapolis, you definitely would have made our top 3 lists.
So essentially it's marketing. You have to market yourself just as a business would try to market their product.
You do. Yeah, you really do. But don't oversell. Again, the small town, small community sells. It comes across as honest, sincere, friendly. You're absolutely right. You got to treat it as prospecting, as a business, but put the personal touch on it. When I'm selling to a customer, I'm going to sell a little differently than you're going to sell to me. And it shows. I don't want you to oversell me because you have a little different product to sell, but you're absolutely right. Think of it as a business. You've got a service to sell, a product to sell, and you need to find that customer.
Do you feel that this is probably an early time to start approaching businesses and such if there's a potential upswing in the economy quite soon? Or do you think we should wait a while before?
Oh, I wouldn't wait. Nope, do not wait. I'll tell you the same reason. We invested more heavily in finding new customers during the last 18 months than we ever have, because it's the best time to look for those that need to be, leaner, faster, better, expanding to get ahead of their competition. The smarter companies are going to look during lean, tough economic times to get a jump on their competitors. And now as we're coming out of the recession, you should see more companies doing that. Now the ones that feel they have to play catch up are going to join the group of companies that are sincerely looking to expand. I think it's a good time. It may or may not track exactly with the housing market nationally, but I know from a business standpoint, and the many folks I know in business around the country, they're talking seriously. They're hiring. We've hired 30 people in the last 60 days. People are expanding. It's happening right now.
What do you think would be the first thing that we can do to get a jump on this, realizing we just organized in November, and is there any tip that you could give us so we could maybe get a jump start and move ahead on this right now?
What I would suggest is taking a couple small steps quickly. Give yourself the appearance of being farther ahead in this process than you are. So while you're talking about the work and the cost of doing the full literature package I described, do a quick one-sheeter, a 1 or 2 sheet, nice color printing, highlighting the most important points that you as a group can come up with to encourage people to look seriously at Ontonagon. Okay? That's the number 1 thing. Number 2, get out there on the web. If you just do those 2 things, get a simple, low-cost website, make sure that when people search for the keywords that we've talked about, that you show up, Those two things are probably the most important right now. That will give everybody that's searching the impression that you do have your act together. You've been looking at this as an economic group much longer than you have. It doesn't matter. If they think that, it's true. You get a bite, you get an inquiry. Now you can scramble and figure out how to handle it.
This summer, there'll be about 4,000 people coming home for a huge reunion. Would that be a good market to mine possible prospects? Should we be doing anything with them?
Yeah, is that the all-class reunion?
Yes.
Wow, 40,000, huh?
No, 4,000.
4,000. Wow, where would everybody sleep? Yeah, great opportunity.
And there's going to be a lot in the park.
Wow.
Should we be trying to approach
That
them?
one is exceptionally good. If you want people from out of county to see the message, right? Those are the target people you're looking for. No offense, everybody lives there, but they don't need to see it, right? You want to get this distributed outside. What a great vehicle to do that. Maybe you can talk to local shops. Everybody that goes in to buy a pasty can't help but see that, hey, there's this economic opportunity here. I think my company might be interested. Get them to take that message home. Every counter you can get a flyer on or whatever is a great opportunity.